Do you think Skyblock's gonna have a second Prime if they do stuff right?
Thank you for stopping by. I'm host Qtos, and this is Skyblock Slop. Today, we're covering a lot of topics, but first, let's get into Duralius and what he thinks about Skyblock's Prime.
Yes, I really believe that. Yes, 100%.
Logic your way through this one.
Okay, so if Skyblock reduces the grinds like crazy, they get a bunch of people through the mid game. They have this huge end game community now. It's like thousands and thousands of people who are itching for end game stuff.
As it should be.
Every single new release is gonna be like Christmas Day, bro.
Basically, what he's talking about is that half the players in Skyblock right now are mid-game, and all the updates are basically mid-game focused. So, since it's mid-game focused, it can't be too intricate, it can't be too hard. And with end-game content, let's just say half the population was, late game, they could focus on late game updates, end game updates, and it would be very, very fun, very intricate, very difficult. And I also have a couple of clips from a Winecraft streamer, and this is his opinions on Winecraft and why he thinks it's pretty successful.
Yeah.
Would you say the grinds are fun in Minecraft? Yes, I would.
Hell yeah.
The grinds
There's
are
a lot
pretty
of
fun.
different grinds you can choose from.
It is definitely a grindy game, like no doubt.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
It should be, in my opinion. No? MMOs should be grounded.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it should.
Well, if they're not grindy, then there's kind of like no point
Yeah.
because you reach a max level character in a few weeks or maybe even a few months if you're slow or you're enjoying yourself, one or the other. And it's like, oh well, I'm done. I'll log in 2 years when there's an update. Yeah.
Would you say you can get to
Well,
late game pretty
MMOs.
fast? You can get to late game pretty fast, but if you've never
Yeah.
played the game before, you're kind of trading off. Like if you care about story and quests and stuff, you're kind of trading that off to get there quick. But I mean, that's true in every game.
One thing that I take away from this is that the grinds in Winecraft are pretty fun, and honestly, in Skyblock, there's nothing that fun. So, yeah, that already beats it there, and players can get to late game pretty fast. So, in Winecraft, apparently, you can get to late game pretty fast, and the grinds are pretty fun. So that means the admins can focus on later game content, which makes it even more fun. And yeah, the grind just keeps going. So for Skyblock, you can't get to late game fast, so nobody's really late game, and that's why the updates kind of suck. Now let's get on to the next topic. I kind of want to talk about the new YouTuber co-op. Never mind, nothing really interesting kind of happened, so let's move on to the next topic. Apparently there are 3 more slop accounts created, so should we create a slop co-op? Let's go. Duralius and Ikalazar were just exposed for having a player trapped in their island. Watch this clip.
Come on, get back in your box, bro. Get back in your box. What are you doing? Get back. Yeah, get back in. No, end the box. Stay. John's
Yeah, bro, we can't
escape.
even hit milestone 10, I guarantee it.
I'm locking him in. I locked him in all the way. John was trying to escape. He can't be allowed to do that.
Sometimes I wonder if John's on a new profile or if this is his first time playing the game.
He has candy, I think, in his hand. He has an Ender Gauntlet. I don't even know how he got that on Stranded. And a Guardian Pet. That's pretty cool.
John, you're playing on
Go to
Stranded?
Guardian, please.
No, John's not on Stranded. John's on a regular profile.
Oh, he's on a regular profile. Okay.
He has
Good job, John.
he's rocking the nothing fit, to be honest. He's not cooking anything with this. Ender helmet, goblin chestplate, mercenary leggings, that glaciite boots. That's glaciite boots. Oh, John.
I will say, we are getting quite a bit of combat XP from.
As you can see, this is very disgraceful. Freedom for John in the comments. John, if you ever need any help, you know who to call. Alright, let's move on to the next topic. Hypixel is putting the final nail in the coffin on Stranded. As this Tuesday, or whenever the update comes out, Fortune will no longer be allowed on private islands, which also includes Stranded profiles. This is a clip of Duralius talking about it. Let me know what you guys think down below.
Moving right along, we have some miscellaneous changes here. Notably, all Fortune stats are now disabled on private islands. You can now add the Hellstorm wand to the museum. Golden Dragon's perk and Hound's perk no longer work on private islands. Unlucky. Killing more zombies, to think.
When was the last time they actually updated Stranded?
I think they did an update earlier this year, but it wasn't a big one. It was just kind of a nothing burger.
Oh, great. My favorite kind of updates. Okay, good. Are you
They
combat
didn't even
13
add the
yet?
attributes. You know, jokes aside, if they wanted to revitalize it, the attribute system would be a great place to start. Like, you can unlock all of them through different mobs and, like, earning different types of mobs. That'd be kind of cool for Stranded. That would actually be, I think, a system that worked best on this type of game mode, where you could, like, fuse mobs together and stuff like that.
I
But
mean,
no,
maybe.
yeah,
I feel like the biggest thing is balancing and making sure every collection's like obtainable.
It also appears that there's drama between 30 Virus and Ikalazar.
he has basically said that the grinds are way too much.
He didn't want to hop in a call and talk.
He doesn't want to talk to you. He don't FW you, bro.
Still no response to my airball message.
That was so funny. 30, please never respond to that airball. Please. Never DM this man again.
No!
So funny.
Apparently, Hypixel Skyblock made a very bad update today with the foraging contest. I don't know what you call them, the Agatha contest. They made it, instead of 1,000 to get legendary, they made it so you have to get 5,000 points or something. Or excuse me, 1,500 to 5,000, which most players cannot get, and it is a bad thing.
Another change here on the alpha that I want to go over, and I don't like it, and I've also been on a bit of a crusade for newer players nowadays, so I just want to talk about it briefly. I really don't like that they buffed the legendary bracket all the way up to 5,000 points required. I don't think 1,500 was that terrible of an option to get legendary. I think 2,500 would probably be better. I could see 3,000, I could see 3,500. 5k feels a little steep, especially considering they added 3 new brackets, although you can't see them right here. I don't understand the logic of really making this so much harder for the early game players to do. I understand if you want to say, Duralius, they're early game players, why should they be hitting legendary? In my view, because this is the first island of Galatea. This is not the end game.
Somebody finally dropped the bingo handle, so I'll play a little snippet from his video. Make sure to go subscribe to him. Link will be in the description.
During the extreme bingo time frame, making it very hard to fill his RNG meter. But, well, NC does not care. NCL started his 19th bingo handle attempt getting 100 floor 7 runs per day, being beyond his pace to fill his RNG meter. However, on day 5, after NCL completed his 6,351st floor 7 S plus run across all his bingos, whilst the bingo handle community got 9,420 floor 7 runs in total, this happened.
I can right click on this new mouse, but it only registers like a few of them.
And change that.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Handle! I got a handle! I got a handle!
No way, no way, no way.
I got a handle! 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 I got a handle!